Just coming real quick to be reading up out of Deuteronomy chapter 9, verses 1 through 6. And just to touch up on, how as Christians feel like we're entitled to a lot of things. We feel like we blessed and highly favored. But, his word give us a brief description of some requirements, that has to take place before we, able to get this thing that's promised to us. And this coming at a time when right before the Israelites was getting ready to be crossed over to their promised land. And it said, "Listen, Israel, today you are about to cross the Jordan to go and drive out nations greater and stronger than you, with large cities fortified to the heavens. The people are strong and tall, the descendants of the Anakim. You know about them, and you have heard it said about them, who can stand up to the sons of Anak. But understand that today the Lord your God will cross over ahead of you. As a consuming fire, he will devastate and subdue them before you. You will drive them out and destroy them swiftly, as the Lord has told you. When the Lord your God drives them out before you, do not, you hear that? When the Lord your God drives them out before you, do not say to yourself, the Lord brought me in to take possession of this land because of my righteousness. Instead, the Lord will drive out these nations before you because of their wickedness. Because of their wickedness. You are not going to take possession of the land because of your righteousness or your integrity. Instead, the Lord your God will drive out these nations before you because of their wickedness, in order to keep the promises he swore to your fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And this one right here says, understand that the Lord your God is not giving you this good land to possess because of your righteousness, for you are a stiff-necked people. When you call it a stiff-necked people, you're really not pretty much hearing nothing nobody else has to say. You're self-righteous, arrogant, high and mighty, and holier than thou. But I'm just here to give a quick word. I don't know if you want to call it an encouragement or whatever you want to call it, but I'm just here to remind the body of Christ that we are not entitled to nothing. And the promises that God is answering to, it ain't because of our righteousness. It's because of a promise that he made to our forefathers. That just goes to show how much of a loving God we serve, how much of a merciful God that we serve, and how much of a promise keeper that we serving. So don't be thinking that job you got because you was a good person, that wife or husband that you got because you was a good person, or your YouTube channel that you got because you was a good person, or whatever amount of money you got because you was a good person. God grace would be having us looking so foolish that when we finally do realize that our boo-boo stink and that our fat meat is greasy, that's actually when we should be a little bit more grateful. That God didn't give us what he really owed us. And then that stuff that we really don't deserve, he ended up giving it to us anyway. So I just wanted to come on here and, talk about our self-righteousness and how it's running rampant in the church. And, I see a lot of videos talking about, how we're chosen and a few are called and many are chosen. And, that may be true. But we're approaching this like there's nothing that has to be done, and there's no changes that has to be made, and we can go into this promised land with the same mindset that we had before we actually came to the realization that we not no good. And I think that's what I'll be taking notes too. I'm gonna start doing this on a regular though, but yeah, he not giving us this land because of no works or anything we did. It ain't our righteousness that did it. It's because of a promise that he did it. And I want y'all to have God bless and enjoy your day, and hopefully I'll see you soon. God willing, we're going to see. All right.